Hello J-Tech, my name's Matthew. Today we have a 2006 Chevy Colbalt. We had this come in with a complaint of a coolant leak, but they can't find where the leak's coming from. So what we've identified, a test procedure that we're going to perform on this is a pressurized test. That we're going to go through the whole system and apply pressure to see if we can have that radiator fluid leak out and have seepage to which we can identify what needs to be replaced to do this repair. Are you ready for the test? I am. I hope you are. So as you can see, this vehicle has a radiator. However, there's no radiator cap accessible. What they've done with these vehicles is they actually have a reservoir expansion tank. This is what you're actually going to apply the adapter to, put pressure into the system through the lines so you're able to see exactly where that leak's coming from. Hopefully we do find that leak. Me, myself, I prefer the older styles just because I'm an old man. But to be honest with you, everything in the technician world comes as it is. Do when you gotta do it. Here we have the pressure test. As you can see, we have the gauge, and this is your adapter that's going to actually, or your tube that's going to go onto the tip of the adapter. We've identified number 21 to be the adapter to fit on top of that housing. How we did that is, what's great about this kit is it actually comes with a whole diagram to tell you what it needs based upon the vehicle's year and what model it is, or correction, what make it is. So you just go down here. As you can see, we've tried to identify where we're going and following through the Chevrolet under the 4302-21 shows Chevy Avalanche, Avalanche Cavalier, and then Colbalt 2007, and that's where we're going to be at, because this was created in 2007, even though it was a late year of 2006. So now that we've identified that this is the component we need, number 21, we're going to get this as well as our pump tool and get to work. So first off, we're going to remove the reservoir cap, like so. After that, you apply your adapter to the top of the housing, making sure it's nice and snug. Taking your gauge, applying it to the adapter so it makes a good contact. This is going to be your relief pressure switch once you apply pressure to the system. As you can see, I'm going to pump. Okay, so as you can go on here, you're going to see 15 psi as your surge tank. So you want to pump this all the way up to 15, which I already did prior to, so sorry for holding it back a little bit on you guys. And you're watching it to see if the gauge is actually going to sustain. If this does start losing, then you know that you're going to have a leak in the system. And it doesn't just happen in an instant. You got to take a moment and examine your gauge. To me, it's showing steady. So with the customer complaint on the test that we're having now, we're going to have to move forward and see what else we can find in the system in reference to this coolant leak that the customer is complaining about. Now, as you can see, I'm going to depressurize. Pause it. Sorry about that. We had some instructors go by with a little bit of noise, so we paused it. But as you can see, it's still maintaining its pressure. So to relieve the pressure, since we've seen that this test is not showing what the fault is in the vehicle, all pressure will be released. Once it's all released, it's safe to remove the adapter itself. And reapply your radiator cap, like so. So that is the end of this video, but most importantly, you always want to take your tools and put them back where they belong. Like so. Because if you don't take care of your tools, they won't take care of you. I hope you've enjoyed this pressure test video that we've done for you today. Hopefully you've learned something. I know I have.